is the primary thing the whole song's structured on. The pointer finger will end up with a nice line in it because it never leaves. And you've got this sparse picking, which I'm going thumb, pointer, happy finger, back to pointer, and then you can use your root finger, you can use your ring finger, you can use this finger if you're really clever. I can't. Boom, 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 boom. You can do it all with the pick. If that's your style, whatever. Do it with your thumb. I'm not real good at that. So sparse one. Second one gets a boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. So we're going G, D, G. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Every second one. Then up to the C chord. Same. Then back to the A minor. On the second one though, you do the same picking as you would the second time with the C, but you drop the ring finger off the 3rd fret C, I think, down to the B finger, B finger, B finger. Your happy finger on this B note, I think, on the 2nd fret. That's the premise of it. Here we go. It goes on like that till the end of that first verse there, when you come up to the C, and then there's a tempo deceleration, and then a sudden acceleration, which ends up a faster tempo than you kicked off at, like we're heading to the pub tempo. We went out to the pub, but as opposed to the start, you don't do that sparse one, this one. That's not in there. It's all as per the picking in the second parts of the phrases in the start. So, boom, 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 boom. And if you're clever, you even hit all the notes, which I'm not. And on the second one, hit that B on the way down with the happy finger. There's no tempo shift there, despite what I just played. We went out to the pub, too young to intrude, that's all that part. So they gave us a hat with an upturned brim. This time on the way up, that's where this B enters. And what's happening down here is I'm trying to hit the A, the open A, as a point of emphasis, and that C note here as a point of emphasis. The rest of it's not particularly important. It's kind of like a regular country strum. But we mustn't forget that B on the way up. And on the second time, it's on the way down as well. I'm generally putting the B in whenever I notice I'm going to sing stepping down. That time I felt like stepping in and out of the sea, so totally cool. After that, named us the ANZACs. On the recording, I go back to now live. I like to actually make my pointer finger into a pick if I've chosen to play it finger picking style, and I'll go very messy there, so I can go into the next part, so it sort of revs back in. And all the way over we laughed and sang songs, one specific tune that wasn't so there. It's about that open again and this sort of accent and strum. But after that moment, it's a mess. So that is the important part, and the rest is flourish, whatever feels right. The whole song is a long drive, and we're trying to put interesting things to look at out the window, so they're just little expressive embellishments. Shining sun badge, and they pushed us into a boat. In the other there were Kiwi blokes. Yeah, they named us the ANZACs. And all the way over we laughed and sang songs, one specific tune that wasn't real long. The meaning would change eventually due to a sacrifice equilibrally. I like to hit the C and the B on the way down on that one, and not worry about strumming as much in the higher strings, and palm mute and ride it down into where we're going. So here we, so you get the here we in first. Here we go. Here we go. So for the chorus, I'm trying to not worrying about those root notes so much. I'm just picking up even the ugly notes. I'm trying to give the notes a little bit of separation as I'm strumming down every now and again. I'm not sure if you can see my knee stomping there, but that's the feel of it. Coming down with those downstrokes when they're to be emphasized. The rest of the time it's just kind of blah, blah, blah. And the reason is, again, for our long drive, keeping it interesting out the window, we're on the journey, is to keep the audience in tune with the words by making their ears chime into something different in between each one. But your own embellishments would be awesome. So we come out and go. We met our brothers, the Kiwis, at a training camp. So this is the intro strumming, but messy. Met our brothers, the Kiwis, at a training camp next door to the pyramid. Anyway, so we've had our messy version of the finger picking in this sort of. We met our brothers, the Kiwis. The reason that's messy is to keep the long drive, blah blah blah, emphasis is because the next verse we're shifting back into basically the start. The one that we never see our girls, we wouldn't go home, wouldn't go home. So we're going gentle to talk about something soft, and then we wouldn't go, then we break it to go big. Oh, here we go. So you do those down downstrokes as you see fit. Unless you're playing with a band, you can be as free as you like. You can be as short as you like. Needs the B in there. Here we go. So that was sort of short. Or you can go. Here we go. It's completely up to you. Those strums are just emphasizing the change in the vocal melody. Here we go. So always here we, and then strum on the go. Here we go. Same as before, just chuck in that step up B whenever you feel like it. So that's a double length chorus, I think. And the here we go, whoa, whoa, whoa. I think the melody of that, here we go, whoa, 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 is evident in the recording. But the other couple that sort of get in there, just get emotional, see what flies out of you at the time. Especially because, again, we're trying to deal with crests and troughs of the song, so sort of, because we're doubling up in that one, might get a bit revved up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Here we go. On the end of the doubled up chorus, I do like to do that, because we're leading into something else. And then our tempo's picking up, and we got this sort of stomp. You go, so we lie still. So I'm palm muting that, just to give it the sort of more dense staccato, shorter. You know, it's a bit, it's a nervous time, so it can't flow as much. Waiting for the LC to say it's time. So LC is Lieutenant Colonel. Can't remember the chap's name. But I've been asked if it's Elsie. It can be Elsie if you like, if that makes you feel a thing. But I'm saying the initials L, full stop, C, full stop. So we lie still, waiting for the LC to say it's time. And again, I've got that bump, 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 and then just a little flutter. Grown men with weeping eyes. Now we're going to do the ba-dum bump, but also try and emphasize some of the higher strings there. So the LC looks at us and says, "Now boys, I'm pretty sure we're right and fucked. The first 3 waves have been cut down." So getting a bit more sparse now, releasing the palm mute a bit more. But I ain't gonna wait around like a goddamn stinking pommy clown. Take your time, have a breath. So we climbed the wall, tall and brave, ran to the place that would be a grave. At least we had saved the rest. Hot lead would pierce our blood and flesh. So big and sparse, hitting those accented points, but then all of a sudden shorten them right up for blood and flesh. Blood and flesh, and then go a little bit madder. So I climbed the wall, tall and brave, we ran to the place that would be a grave. At least we had saved the rest. Hot lead would pierce our blood and flesh, and we fall to the ground, dust in our eyes. Never forget those that died. Look up to see another fallen ANZAC. Yeah, then there's something like. So on the way down, you just ride those. then this next part, I used to smack the guitar. But I did it one night at a pub and the bridge blew out and the guitar was splintered, and I may have had too many beers to be playing such a delicate guitar, so be careful of that. I used to just punch it. I'm sure it'd still work if you were kind to the instrument. But I quite like the sound of muted first fret now. I just lay my fingers across there. You can get it without that harmonic ring in it. Wherever you like, wherever it sounds good. And then you're just singing the chorus there. Here we go, whoa, whoa, whoa. Down, down, ba-dug-a-dum, down, 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 ba-dug-a-dum, down. And the place that it enters is on a C and a walk down to the B. Here we go, whoa, whoa, whoa. Here we go, whoa, whoa, whoa. Down, 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 down. Here we go, whoa, whoa, whoa. Here we go, whoa. You feel it out. You do those step downs. Good to hit the B. Here we go. So after sort of these big notes, you know, you're trying to rein it back in a little bit, so it's starting to become more of a pleasant strummer as we did in those earlier choruses, because then at some stage you've got to go, oh, this is the legacy. So we're just riding that groove down, but we're strangling it. Oh, this is the legacy of greater men, lest we forget, lest we forget. Going back to that early picking, dropping the tempo right back, dropping the dynamics right back, and it's just about expressing. You can make the ending fine. That'll do. Wasn't bad. Whatever. Just express it however feels right. You may want to just totally cool. Live nowadays, I will probably play with pick. Definitely doesn't have the same thing to it. But you get some interesting little stuff ups if you're not as, if you're as inaccurate as I am. There's little flutters, and it's a lot better for those parts. And if you're not going to pat the guitar, here we go. Not going to pat the guitar, and you're going to try the muted string sound. The pick is an absolute asset. Here we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Here we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, there's something just the attack on it is better. I hope you enjoy playing the song, and if you get caught up in it and it makes you feel like tearing up, particularly in the so will I still you'll see to say it's time. I used to well up a lot and often cry a lot when we'd play that. So when I'd play that, and the trembling lip that starts to erupt and the clenching of the jaw gives your voice a really interesting tone, and it's a really good ride if you're performing it to just let that fucking go, because it has serious impact on your audience. Great. If you're just playing it for yourself, really cathartic. Yeah, I think that's about it. There's no other what ifs and what have yous. If you need the lyrics or anything, just let me know. But I'm sure whatever you do with it will be wonderful, and honoured always that anyone would want to play something that I wrote. Yeah, it's bloody marvellous. Here we go. There you go.